I'm here with Enrique Salem, the CEO of Symantec, and quite obviously we're at Eastern Creek in Sydney, a very exciting racetrack. Enrique, how was your hot lap?
Fantastic. I've never gone 270 kilometers an hour, and that is unbelievable.
Oh, we do it in Australia all the time.
I got to get some of what you're drinking.
Hey, listen, tell me a little bit about the growth of information.
Well, you know, what's happening is every day consumers are creating more and more information. We take pictures, we download music, and we do
Hey, hang on a second. Yeah, that's your X 270 kilometers an hour.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you look at it, Peter, we are spending a lot of time in the consumer market where they're creating data at alarming rates. Information is doubling every 2 years.
Right.
We're all taking a lot more pictures that we want to keep. They're the memories that we want to have forever. And our kids, when we take a picture, we don't want them to disappear. We want them to be there forever.
So how can we ensure that doesn't happen?
Well, what Symantec has done is we've created a new version of backup, which is Norton Online Backup, which makes it easy for you to back up what you have automatically over the internet. So you never have to worry about, is it safe at home? We make sure that it's backed up on the internet, and then you can get it back easily from anywhere that you are in the world.
So we've spoken about consumers. What about on the business side, small to medium-sized businesses?
Well, everyone is creating data. Businesses are more dependent on digital information every day. And so what that means is that it has to be backed up. Businesses are actually worse, small businesses are worse than consumers at backing up their data.
Is that a fact?
That's driven by they create the data and they're not as worried about a document that they create. As businesses get larger, they do a lot more backing up, and big businesses all back up their data. But the SMB segment is absolutely vulnerable.
So how does the average person know which product to buy? They say, well, I see a whole pile of internet security or antivirus software on the shelf. How do I know what's best for me and my computer?
Well, one of the things you've got to do is you've got to go with companies that you know are going to be there in the future, that are reliable, that have the best protection on the market, and that are driving new innovation. Because the way we fought threats before is not the way we're going to fight them in the future. And so we've introduced new things, technology that we are codenaming Quorum, that is basically a reputation-based approach that protects you against threats we've never seen. And so you want to go with companies that are differentiating in the marketplace by providing the best protection, that's easy to use, easy to install, and that you never have to worry about. And that's what Symantec and the Norton products are doing.
So what we're talking about here is predictive threat management, really.
Well, what it is we're using the breadth of our network, because we scan about 1/3 of the world's email. We see about half the world's data that we back up. And so what that allows us to do is understand and predict, as you say, Peter, what are the new threats. And that's allowed us to create a new technology that will allow us to know what programs are bad and have a bad reputation and you shouldn't run, and what programs are good.
The term cybercrime has entered the vernacular. I'm not convinced I know exactly what it means, so perhaps you can tell me.
What you've got right now is that criminals, organized crime is figuring out that they can go on the internet and they can steal information that you create. They can steal your identity. They can steal your details. And so now we've got a whole new set of criminals who are stealing information and then selling it on the black market so that they can ultimately steal what matters most to you. Personal information, data that you've created, and ultimately your identity.
And as you said before, they can convert that into dollars.
Absolutely. Criminals are making a lot of money selling identities. Tens of dollars per identity that they steal. So if they've got your name and an identification, they can actually put those together and sell it for a lot of money.
So Enrique, finally, what were the top threats in 2009, and what do you see are the trends in 2010?
Yeah, what we're seeing right now is that everybody's using social media, and so that means social media is a place that there'll be a lot of attacks. People who are tweeting embedded links. You're also seeing scareware, and you're seeing lots of things that are targeting personal information and personal identities, and that's what we're currently seeing as the major attacks in 2009 and 2010.
Wow. You've got to have software on your computer to protect yourself, don't you?
That's right. You can't go on the internet without it, and you want to make sure all your data is backed up every day.
Enrique, thanks for talking to us.
Our pleasure. Thank you.